Hey, Chris. Justin, what's up?
You've never seen anything like that? Oh my God.
Jordan? Oh my God, hi! It's so long.
How you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
Oh my God.
How's everything with you?
Living the dream, baby.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Well, it's not mine, so.
You stay where you want. In fact, come on.
I'll do the try.
Can we go on the end?
So, you guys, so we have Christopher Kamen Lee, Justin Nemo, and I'm sorry. Oh, look at this. Oh, what's Justin? What the hell?
It is what it is. It is what it is. No, this is just useless. I just have questions right now.
No, it's alright.
Happy birthday.
Oh, there's Patrick David, the Psycho Red Ranger. Oh, here's Roger. Hey, Roger.
What's up, guys?
Thank you.
Mic check, mic check.
1 2 1 2. Oh, we're popping. Cool. What's up? How are you?
Good. I was gonna meet you at the Emerald Knights signing convention, but I had some other problems.
Glad you made it here.
Yeah.
You're trying to pass me right now. I didn't go anywhere. I told you. Is that what it is? Yeah. Too much junk in the trunk.
I'm somewhere. I just don't know.
Cool. Well, let's rock.
Roger, I forgot to bring my action figure for you to sign, the Lightning Collection one.
You gotta
Next
come
time.
see me. Bring it tomorrow. Wait, you have it today or not?
No, I didn't bring it, I forgot.
Tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm leaving today.
Oh, that sucks.
No worry, I see you like at
There's a Target over here. Right across the street, right?
I don't think I have no.
Quite yet. I think I might have one. Just come to the table and see what's up. Okay. Alrighty. Bye.
Really? Is this all the audience that came? I was expecting more. Ain't this a bitch?
Alright, guys. Alright, the crowd is giving me nothing. So, this is the crowd. How's it going? You guys good?
Yeah!
Okay, that was a little better. No one's paying attention. So, hello everyone. My name is Jimmy. I will be moderating this Bloodline of the Red panel. So first, I'm going to start off by introducing everyone, starting with Roger Velasco, just to my left.
What's up, guys?
You know him as
Hey,
Carlos.
Roger! What's up?
Right next to him, you have Justin Nemo. You know him as
Hey, Justin!
Or sometimes Brad Pitt.
Always Brad Pitt. Next to him, we have Christopher Kim and Lee. You know him as Andros. Next to him, you have Mr. DJ Rivers. You know him as TK Johnson. And next to him, you have Patrick Davey. You know him as Virgil, the Red Psycho Ranger.
He's so hot.
And next to him, you have the lovely Jordan Munn, who you know her as Nova.
Yes, ma'am.
And next to her, you have the even lovelier Colin K. Bass as Sam O'Neill.
No introduction needed.
Okay. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm kidding. So has everyone seen Bloodline on the radio yet, the first episode?
Yes, 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 1,000 times,
Who hasn't
yes.
seen it? You haven't seen it?
Okay, so we're gonna win you over.
Just for him, we're not going to spoil it because it's a pretty good watch.
Let's spoil it.
Everyone involved did a pretty good job in this episode so far. So we're going to start off by I'm going to ask Chris a question. So Chris, for as long as I've known you, this has been an idea you've had brewing in that crazy head of yours. How did you have this idea, and how did the pitching process go to get everyone involved?
The original idea was very, very minimal. It was essentially, what is Andros and Zane doing like 20 or so years later? And that was really it. There was nothing else thought out. There was nothing about, maybe new characters, who's related to them, what their old relationships with old friends is like or anything like that. It was just, what are you doing now? That was it. It wasn't until we brought in DJ, and with his big, beautiful brain, he started coming up with stuff, and then he's the one that actually brought it up to Elvin with Nerdbot. And that's when something actually happened. That's when things eventually, finally, progressed. So.
Yeah, just to try to remember real quick, it started off as a brainchild between him and a buddy of ours, Rando. Shout out to Rando. And also, it was more than just bringing it to Elvin, it was Colin. Colin and I have been friends for years at this point. And it was a proposal type of thing, because Colin's been making content. I've collaborated with him in the past, and it was one of those things where the stars aligned, and we just hit the ground running, and Nerdbot, Colin, they've been nothing but supportive, and here we are.
There we are. That's a beautiful story. So on that same note, this goes for both Chris and DJ. So you guys are both showrunners on the show. So one of you is obviously the beautiful face of Power Rangers in Space. You were on it with Justin, of course.
I'm
and DJ, you grew up as a fan.
He kind of had something to do with it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit too.
He was rocking.
Of course, I mean, you got Carlos, beautiful hair. So DJ, Chris, how was it like, that collaboration process, going from the Red Ranger who's on the show versus the kid who dressed up as a Red Ranger, watching the show? So how was that dynamic when you came to working together?
You can take it first.
Wow. No, you. I don't know.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, you do it.
And you're going to chime in. So, as I used to sleep with my Andros doll at night. No.
He still does.
Yeah.
I still do.
He doesn't stop.
I never stop. No, it's really cool because Chris and I, became friends, and then really good friends, and then family.
Yeah.
So we have an understanding on a personal level. He has a certain vision. I always make a comparison to like George Lucas in the original Star Wars, where like now George can do whatever he wants now inside the franchise. It's a Disney property now.
Yeah.
Conversation for a different day. But at the time, he had so many ideas and so many people to help make it happen that he had to be filtered. So there's certain concepts and certain things that, like the whole Han Solo, I know one, and things like that. If it was up to him, it'd be completely his vision. Basically, Chris is the George Lucas, and then I came up with there's that, but I'm the balance, I guess.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah. So it's a collaborative between Chris going, we need a Star Destroyer. And I'm like,
we do. We absolutely do need a Star Destroyer. What show doesn't need a Star Destroyer, right? I mean,
all of them do.
Every show needs a Star Destroyer.
Absolutely. And I would come in and be like, would you settle for the Millennium Falcon? He's like, deal, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that process, he has a certain language, I have a certain language, and I think it's important to us to not only tell the heart of the story, which is essentially Andros and Zane. It really is. Yeah. And then bring it back to Familiar Faces and unite that with the extended universe, which is the new age Power Rangers that, Colin and I are working on, you know what I'm saying? And also giving characters that only had brief appearances on the show. Am I popping? I feel like I'm loud. Am I all right?
He's perfection.
I feel like
He needs to hear it all the time. And now everything is set back. So I take it all back. You're the worst ever. I hate you.
Cool. Good relationship. But like characters that we haven't seen have more attention outside of it. Like for instance, the Nova character. Colin has Shattered Past. He has all different types of media to tell the story of Sam. Now we have the opportunity to tell the story of his partner and mentor, things like that. We have more of an opportunity to talk about Psycho Red in human form. And I love that part because it's one of those things where Patrick was a late addition. Yeah. And then ends up being like, dude, he's part of the main characters. He's great. He's the Red Raiders. We have a concept. So a lot of it is what we had in mind, and then it's snowballing from there. Sorry, my answer was way too long.
No, that's great. And the follow-up question is actually to Justin, Patrick, and Roger. So I was about to call you Carlos. I was like, that's not right. The sound is all the time. That's so after hearing Chris's idea of this kind of extension of the In Space canon, how did he manage to rope you guys in and get you guys involved with the project?
He just got me very lingered up, that's it.
That's what it was there.
No, I actually watched it, I thought it was super cool. I'm like, I love what they're doing, and it's a great storyline. It looks sick, and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to be part of it. As soon as they told me, I'm like, I'm down. Let me know where and when, and let's rock it. So he started working on it, and I love the stuff they're coming up with, so I'm excited.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was easy.
He did pretty much what he always does. He just said, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be a part of this. You're going to be here to do this. This is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to wear. And then I'm going to send you to DJ, who's going to tell you how to do it correctly. So DJ gave me a really hard time, and he feels really hard about it. But
Can the record state that there's that awkwardness where it is pretty accurate, where it's like, yo, Chris is my boy, da 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 da. You're gonna listen to DJ. Who's he? Like, I'm DJ. I'm just gonna listen to me. Maybe if I request something, possibly.
so I basically said yes before I ever had the script, and then I get the script, and he's like, okay, so I need you to film this. I'm supposed to film it, like hold it in my hand and do a selfie? What am I supposed to look like? Where am I going to be? So yeah, I had to set up the green screen in the house and tape up the phone.
This is not a joke.
We're going to button it, and he would say, no, it wasn't level, or no, it's too high, or you really need to deliver it to the screen or off the screen.
Or act good.
God, if you were only here, I could do this. Now, when it was done, it's like, okay, can you slow it down because you're not giving the other people time to say their lines? I'm like, there's nobody else here. But it worked.
For me, I was tricked.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, so listen, we got this thing, it's called Bloodline, we see you for maybe an hour or two or something. You're gonna be at the very, very end, you're surprised, you're just gonna pop up and laugh and turn your head around or something like that. Show up on set, 12 hours later, I'm doing stunts and everything else, and
I remember
next
that.
thing I know, I'm part of the show.
So if you guys ever need Patrick for a project, just lie to him. That's the way you get in.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll do that.
But could the record state that the original concept was literally Patrick just sitting down and having a helmet? But that was 3 conversations ago. I specifically said you're going to be running. I told Chris first of all, so that was my mistake. I told Chris let him know, wear comfortable shoes. He's going to be running, quick choreo, and then we had the scene. And he shows up and all right, so where am I sitting and turning around?
Originally it's outside. I thought it was going to be inside the studio. They said, no, we're on set, we're on location. I'm like, well, what's going on? But I love the way it came out. I'm very happy about it, and I'm happy to be a part of it. It's beautiful.
This next question is actually for Colin, Jordan, and DJ. The 3 of you obviously grew up with Rangers. This has been around for a very long time. How was it like working with your heroes?
It's awesome.
You want to go?
I mean, I don't have much to say. It was just super great. Yeah, personally. The Space Raiders came later, but it was fantastic. And I love the meeting. Oh, sorry, I'm so bad. Anyway, he's so super nice. It was great, and everyone on the set was great.
Yeah, I went in pretty blind to it all, but next thing I know, these guys are at my birthday party. We're good friends. We're collaborating on a lot of different stuff, and I feel super grateful and humbled. And I love the fact that this extended universe has brought us all together. And when I was inviting people to my birthday party, I was like, gotta have my Rangers there. So I'm super happy, and I just love that we're friends outside of filming too.
I'll have the record show that Colin did not invite me to his birthday party, so I'm just saying.
I'm getting a call, I gotta go.
Maybe next year.
Jimmy, you wanna come to my Christmas? My family Christmas?
I'm Jewish. I'm not. No, but that's awesome. So, on that same note, so going to the Rangers, we came back to reprise our roles, so that's Chris, Justin, Roger, and Patrick. How is it like for you to kind of come back and be able to don that role that you perfected years ago?
What's it like being? Well, it's all of us. Oh. You want to start?
Patrick doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on.
Patrick's wondering right now, what's Power Rangers? I don't enjoy the...
Is this happening right
I don't
know. Patrick's here for the
you go first.
He's in the metaverse.
All of our characters have changed significantly because it's been a big passage of time. So, while it is using the same characters, they're almost like different people. You know, they've grown. They've done new things to change. They've morphed. That's terrible. Sure, whatever, fine. They've changed and they've grown to become different people. So essentially, it's almost like playing new characters.
Like a whole new character.
Yeah. It's the same character, but it's not. So, Power Rangers.
Thank you.
Yeah. Power Rangers traditionally has a very kind of childlike way about it. The series on TV. We're trying to do something that's going to possibly reach, higher ages, older adults,
Different demographics.
Yeah, different demographics and all that. So, we're certainly not taking it into Friday the 13th, ripping people's heads off, blood, gore, that kind of stuff.
You're welcome.
We're not going there
It could have
yet.
happened.
I would love to, but
I exist.
But he exists, so it's probably not going to be that severe. But we're trying to reach out to new people and show them, hey, you know what? This once kids show can be kind of more for everybody, for adults, for whatever. So yeah, same characters, older. There we go. That's it for me. So, anybody else want to say anything?
It's kind of like being us, but mature and adulting. I just summed it up because he talks for so long.
Tell me about it.
I love hearing myself talk.
It's okay, Chris. We love hearing you talk too.
Me too.
This actually question is for Roger.
Yes, sir.
So I obviously watched Bloodline on the Grid. I don't remember seeing you. What was I missing there? Are you hiding, or are you coming up? And what's Carlos doing now?
In the closet. It's a secret. Well, we're working on it right now. These guys are coming up with an awesome concept, great character, and I'm just excited. They keep telling me what we're about to do, and I'm fired up. So we haven't shot it yet, but it's in the works. And these guys are coming up with some awesome stuff. So I'm fired up for Carlos.
Can't wait to
or
see
Roger,
it.
I should say. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
For both Roger and Carlos. This is for Colin. So Colin, you started out with the Power Rangers Extended Universe with Rise of the Ninja and the First Ninja and Shattered Past. How does it feel to actually be able to work with these Power Rangers and adding them to essentially your creation?
It's really rewarding, and I gotta give props to DJ. He really keeps in mind of the character Sam O'Neill from Shattered Past into he doesn't give a bunch of details, but you have to imagine he got the Red Ranger role, got the Shadow Saber, and he's pretty established. So I love it, man, and I trust DJ, and DJ trusts me when he's in my show. It's really fun because we're going from past to future. So I'm fanboying half the time. I filmed with Nemo for the first time yesterday, and I was mid like fight choreo, and I just dropped my sword and I was like, "Hi, Justin, I'm Colin." So it's super rewarding, and it makes me feel like we must be doing something right because we're always growing, evolving, morphing.
All right, you can leave now. Thank you.
Just in case you guys
stay tuned for the Shadow Pass panel.
We keep talking about it. We never said that DJ is also the writer and director of. Yeah. I think that he's really doing our characters justice. We all had conversations about, treated the character. Was a fan first, so I think he's doing a good job. Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, so to sum it up, if you love Bloodline of the Grid, you can thank DJ, and if you hate it, you can be upset at DJ. Either way, it's DJ's fault.
If it's a good idea, it's my fault. If it's a terrible idea, it's probably DJ. But also, I do feel very adamant about trying to stay true to the characters. Again, there is that trust system with everybody. Especially, like for instance, I have a story about Patrick. I have a story about Patrick.
Patrick.
I have a story about him where we were doing dialogue, we were going through it, and then there was like a specific word or a specific part where he's just like, that feels weird. And I'm like, well, what do you think? He's just like, in his, not so many words, he's like, I feel like I just wouldn't give a damn. I'm just like, cool, so what do you want to say? Whatever. I'm like, cool, go with that. Stuff like that, little adjustments, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so what Cycle Red would say what he wouldn't say. Yeah, he's open to that stuff.
And just to reiterate as far as like Chris's vision, it is essentially, it is the Bros. It is the Space Bros years later, you know what I'm saying? And reunions and also progression in character. Like Zane is a commander, you know what I mean? I can't wait to talk about your character. This man has a mohawk. He didn't have a mohawk.
He's got a mohawk too.
Wow.
He did not have a mohawk on the show. And just to piggyback on what Chris was saying as far as reaching a different audience, reaching a different demographic, it is mature, but you also recognize it. To me, we're trying, well, not trying, but to me, I make a comparison to the Mandalorian version of Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is, but it may not be your dad's. So, I also want to give a quick shout out to the team. We have John Tiang here, who's a great awesome person. He may be a face later, we'll see. But also, I just want to give a shout out to Colin as well. We like have a compliment now, like back and forth half the time. But he did a great job yesterday with choreo, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Awesome.
Thank you. It was so it's good.
All right, so this question is actually for everyone on the panel. So I'm curious, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with Colin's Power Rangers Extended Universe, they introduced the in-space Turbo Fusion Ranger, played by Mr. DJ Rivers. You can see his helmet on the table. So my question is, and this isn't story-wise, by the way, so, take this how you want it. If you could fuse two different Rangers, or rather, if you want to give us an original Ranger, any color, maybe orange, what would be the Ranger you'd want to add to your own custom creation to the story?
I'm going to go with a very real possibility, R1 Omega. It's a fusion between Omega Ranger and SPD Red, and you might see it very, very soon.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can create any Ranger that you want. What would it be?
Any kind of Ranger that you would want. What would it be? Okay, guys, go ahead.
I don't know. I would probably have to fuse a red and a blue because I only care about it being purple.
Oh, yeah. The Purple Rangers works for me.
Yeah, there are Purple Rangers.
It's a wolf.
I would create a Psycho Red Ranger and keep it that way forever and ever.
Oh, good answer. Best answer so far.
This.
Okay, well, how would you upgrade your Ranger then?
Battleizer.
Armor.
Armor?
A type of armor, or battleizer, or just something like
Wings.
Yeah, sure. Let's fly.
Wings on a car?
Dinosaurs, guns. That's his fault.
Can we give you that really buff, like, battleizer that Andros got?
That was ridiculous. Okay, for your space fans, and then this guy streams to the high heavens with his beautiful long hair, and then he just gets hulked out. That was a moment.
Can we have one episode you put a wig on?
No,
Please.
I
We'll have a vote. Should Chris come back with a wig?
That would be so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't see it?
No. Hell no. Hell no.
Quick wig on Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I hate
Me too.
That would be fun.
what would I create as far as a, I don't know how to use this because it's like too loud. I would create Darth Vader and just be that.
We'll bring Darth Vader to Power Rangers. I dig it.
Darth Vader Ranger, yes.
I would go with a Rainbow Ranger and have all the powers, including X-ray vision.
That's so
That is
Rainbow Ranger.
And he would wish for more wishes too.
Yes, I would have a little thing I could rub on and get another wish and another wish.
He would print out. He would just print money with that.
The Wishful Ranger.
The Wishful Ranger. I love it.
Man, I think I'm just gonna stick to infusing green and black. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Infusing
I
green and
love
black.
that. I mean, he's taking his two suits and infusing them together.
Why not?
Okay, so this question is also for everyone on here as well. So far, I was surprised to see Roger here. So obviously we're going to see Carlos, but what other Rangers from across the multiverse would you like to see in Bloodline of the Grid? Not who we're going to see. I'm not asking for spoilers here, but who would you like to see?
We should ask them that question.
No, we're going to ask them too, but this is for you guys specifically. I'll start with Colin.
I'd love to see Bridge from SPD, because we've seen him go from 3 different levels of SPD. So to see where he's at now in this current timeline would be awesome for writing purposes and for fan service.
I love that.
I'm bad at names, so I'm gonna ask Colin a secret question.
A lot of people are going to be asking.
Can I bring in Alpha?
You can bring in whoever you want.
Yeah. And then I could meet the voice of Invader Zim and Alpha.
Let's do it.
I would bring Patty, the Pink Ranger, just so we can see her again.
Yes.
Last time I saw her.
That was in the episode for those
That was not on film.
Oh, okay.
No.
That was the only thing I saw.
Anyone else want to
Hey, who do
see?
you want to see?
I would see Baby Zane, so I would make little baby silver Power Rangers and bring them.
He wants to make the actual babies and bring those in. That's the fun part.
We'll get to work. Start working on that.
I'm interested in Baby Zane too. Let's go with that. That sounds fun.
There's a bunch of Baby Zanes. We're gonna put Baby under the shame. We're gonna have a giant Baby Zane outside of Pasadena next year, just inflatable. That'd be
Yeah, get rid
awesome.
of the baby issue out front. We'll just put Baby Zane.
I love it. All right. So with that being said, we're going to turn over the questions to the fans, to you panelists. So does anyone have any questions?
Come on, who's got a question?
Who has questions? All right. So here's the criteria. If you want to ask a question, you're going to tell us who you want to see come back to Bloodline of the Grid, and then you're going to ask your question. How's that sound? Sound cool?
Perfect.
All right. Awesome. So I'll start with my friend in the front. Which question?
Oh. I would definitely, well, if it were up to me, I would definitely would like to see,
Shout it out.
okay.
No one's off the table.
Okay, one of the Mystic Rangers.
Okay, Mystic Force. You're from Mystic Force. Bring some magic into the mix. I love it. All right. So what's your question?
Now.
Oh yeah. What was it like filming the second episode of Bloodline of the Grid? Have you guys gone through with that one yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was a lot better than the first one for sure.
I agree.
Because I was not in my kitchen and taping things in the films. I had people to interact with.
Okay.
It lasted a little bit longer than some, but not as long as others. I know people have had to shoot 12-hour days. I did 4 hours for a very nice, good scene. So it was a lot better than the first one.
Thank you, Justin.
Did anyone want to answer?
Yeah, so we're not completely done yet with episode 2. We are mostly done. And then we got to go into post-production and all that. We're really close to being finished with all the principal photography, all the filming, all that stuff. There's going to be more in this one than there was in the original, the first one that came out. Which, by the way, that was supposed to just be a trailer, and we just kind of was like, yeah, let's throw more in, let's throw this in, let's throw that in. So it was originally supposed to be like 5, 6, 7 minutes maybe. And it turned out to be.
It was supposed to be like a minute.
Well, yeah, but it turned into like the 5-minute thing.
No, for sure.
But,
20.
but it ended up being like close to 12 minutes. So this one will be more. There's more stuff like that. It's been a fantastic time doing it, but our biggest problem is making sure that everybody is ready to, or everybody's schedule is, available to film. It's not just us filming this. We have a crew that we work with, and stunt people. We got people with cameras, we got people with sound equipment, we got all this stuff. So making sure that everybody's available at the same time and all that is it's just a pain because life goes on.
But it's gonna be awesome. I got a lot of photos in here. I can't even share yet, right?
You can share it with you. We'll talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, this is one location that can just die.
Yeah.
It's just hard because the sun goes down faster at this location. When the weather doesn't cooperate, then we can't use it. I also want to give a shout out to Jerry, who's been my AD, and he's been very instrumental. He's Jerry.
Now throw a chair at him.
No. You are the father, now run. Oh, yeah, shout out to Sean, of course. Because we have love for Sean. But just as a big process, what was the question?
I was like, shooting episode 2.
So episode 2, no, it's been great. It was really great to film with Nemo because.
Quantum Ranger Eric from Time Force.
Okay.
And then my actual question is, when it comes to watching Bloodline of the Great, where can I actually see it? Because I've been under the radar.
It's on YouTube, Nerdbot's YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. It should be one of the more recent videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you just type in Bloodline of the Grid, it should come up. Even in your URL, bloodlineofthegrid.com, it comes up.
All right.
And it's 100% free to watch, so enjoy it.
Sweet.
I'll charge you $1 though.
Just
because you haven't seen it yet.
He says cash app.
Do you have any other questions?
Anybody else?
Thank you.
For Ranger, I'd like to see anyone from RPM. That's
Oh.
my favorite.
RPM, I love RPM. RPM's great.
I guess like we're really disconnected from all the other Ranger series, so.
No, that was the series I didn't give it. They just all over it.
Yeah, so showrunner, because your investment in there's only 6 episodes, so were you thinking the trajectory of the show itself? Since it started from kind of a very character-driven, where are these characters now at this time point? Do you consider kind of like where you want the characters to be at the end of the story? Are you thinking more of a plot, or where you want the world to be by character?
Sure, so there's a. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, it was 2 minutes, right? I don't know where I'm at. An hour sleep. Okay, so to answer your question, there's the hard concept that was initial, and then there's the happy accidents that kind of molded, that's continuing to mold it as it goes on. Like, for instance, the evolution of the characters' ranks. That's one thing I love about the original. Not that we're trying to emulate Star Wars, it's the fact that their season was very Star Wars heavy. It was very Star Wars inspired.
Extremely Star Wars, yeah.
And their season, like, shout out to these guys because Roger, Justin, Chris, Patrick, your season saved Power Rangers, essentially. It was going to get canceled, for those who don't know, and their season is the one that saved the franchise. So, with that said, I want to see evolution of the characters. I want to see constant, where are they now, but also resolution with this new reveal drop of relationships and dynamics. So, it's important for us to not limit it to the show, pay respect to the show. Like, for instance, like Chris, out of his criteria is this like on the top, it shouldn't be, because it's like, Okay, you know how they say destroy them in the show? I want to use kill. I want some damage in there. You want F-bombs? I'm like, relax. I want S-bombs, man. Sure. Can we get some HE double hockey sticks? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do this.
Oh, you're going to. Don't worry about it.
And then Roger dresses like a sailor, so stay tuned. Oh yeah, so that's your question. We just want to see the evolution of, because that big reveal, here's a cool one. I won't get too much into it, but there's a lot of meanings to the title Bloodline of the Grid. In the first episode, in the end, you see an amazing power coming out of Andros. Powers he hasn't displayed before.
The Force.
The Force? Well, he actually has displayed the Force.
Yeah, stupidly on the show.
Yeah, it was like,
very stupid.
I have telekinesis, I'm using for
I have
one episode.
telekinesis, I'm going to screw with Paul.
And never use it again because, right. But, no, so he has, beyond the relationship of lineage, he also has a relationship with the grid specifically, which was more of a my brainchild as far as the promise of the legacy of Andros, the relationship with the morphing grid itself, and also he controls grid energy, and that's a big, and that's a cool thing about working with Colin too, because we throw in Easter eggs to our series where we collaborate on writing. He's a writer, I'm a writer, he's a writer. We're all artists, so I'm just rambling at this point. Please go on.
Wow.
I don't know what day it is.
Did we have any other questions from the audience?
Do I say the first?
Yes, who do you want to see come back and answer your question?
I want to see Jordan come back as a Ranger.
We said that room.
Jordan as a Ranger.
Well, David Phillips here, so.
Yeah, maybe. Go ask David.
We killed them. With all that.
Time travel will be involved over, right?
For all the things that have happened in the Power Ranger universe, what's one thing that we haven't seen yet that you guys would like to see?
Okay. Now he blew my mind with that one.
What's a theme that you haven't seen yet that you would like to see? Yeah.
Oh, kind of like Power Rangers, Kitty Force or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Power Rangers, The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
That's called Bloodline.
I know. That's why I love it. Power Rangers, Spit Spiderwebs.
I always thought it'd be cool
Also
if
good.
they started the season with 5 different people being kind of vigilantes, almost like the superhero route, and they come together and form a team. So more of like no, not Transformers. More like they have these powers for a certain reason. I don't know what their helmets or symbols will look like, but it'd be cool if they went the superhero route individually and come together to form a team.
So like the rogues, Power Rangers rogues, or something like rogue agents or something like that, or rogue people.
Well, just more like, you know, the Power Rangers are kind of like, oh, there's trouble, but it'd be cool if like they're individually scouting out, you know, like trying
Spider-Verse?
to. No, more I guess like CW verse where they're just like they're out to protect instead of like, oh no, there's a big giant thing attacking. Let's do it. It's more like singular superheroes coming together.
So
what are you talking about?
So it's like Justice League of Vigilantes.
Yeah, like Justice League. That'd be cool. But vigilantes.
You scare people away.
I interpreted the question wrong because my answer is generational trauma.
What?
She means like story theming?
Generational trauma, yes. I was thinking story stuff. Not like.
No, the team based.
Like themes, it could be like
It's like letters, colors.
Okay,
Or like
well,
night.
super spies during the day and ladies of the night.
Oh,
at
spies
night.
is good.
Spice is cool. I like Spice.
Wait, they're all super spies in the day.
Patrick, what are you saying?
Power?
Okay, you guys didn't hear what he said. That's what I have to put up with.
Next question.
I just want to say one thing. Sure. I would love to see like Power Rangers medieval knights. Something like that. Like
Mystic Knights?
Medieval knights. Like armored up. Not Mystic Knights. You just accept my answer and move on, please. Mystic Knights.
Wait, do we get knights now in Dino Fury? They're knights.
Well, crap.
They're not
Like
medieval.
millions of years ago.
This guy.
Well, you know what? Next question.
Next question. Do you have any other questions?
Anybody else?
We had a trailer, but it's
We have something up here for some of these people.
Oh,
The trailer's not working, so here we'll have DJ describe the trailer for you guys.
I'm down to, but it's a lot of my voice that I'm talking about. Shawnee, quick question, man.
Yeah.
I have a drive. We're having an open conversation. I have a drive with a trailer on it. They tried plugging it in. I don't know if they tried. Jerry, it's not gonna work. Nope. You know what? That's when Jerry shakes his head.
It ain't working.
I believe it. So what the trailer entails, no, but there's a lot more fighting this time around. There's a lot more exposition and storyline this time around, and yeah, we made a specific episode as opposed to because the original. Here's the funny part about the original episode. We knew we wanted to cross universes, and peace. We wanted to cross universes with the whole Sam and Nova and partnership in there. And again, Colin has tried to pass a lot of media to explore that character, which is why even Colin agrees like they've left to his partner because they only showed up like 3 seconds of the original franchise of Power Rangers SPD. But the original trailer was literally like, yeah, we're gonna go to this Tatooine-like planet. It was hot that day. Colin will let you know about that. It turned red. And he got sick. I threw up.
I was happy to hear he lived the next day.
Yeah, no, he was a trooper.
I still party that night.
You almost killed everybody. You almost killed Sean too.
I did not almost kill Sean.
He's a slave driver.
He almost died. It's not the same thing as me almost killing him.
This is what happens when you do a non-union show.
I mean, DJ sucks. But also, the original trailer was like literally going to this desert. Well, basically what you saw in Bloodline, it was like that cracked ground, open area. There's gonna be something like he's standing in the distance, maybe a pulse in, da-da-da-da-da. Maybe like people show up and that was it. And we recorded so much, I'm like, I could probably do something with this. And then, hey Chris, what do you think about Rain and Patrick? He's like, yeah, sure, they'll probably do it. Patrick's like, get off my phone. Like, that's good. And yeah, cool.
Are there any other questions from the audience? No? You guys all want to hear DJ Rambo for another 5 minutes?
Basically, go watch it and make sure you share it over and over. Check it out.
Yeah, watch it several times. Show it to your grandma. She would love it. Show it to your uncle who likes Star Wars. You'll love it. And then just watch it more. So that, for the most part, concludes the panel. So thank you all for joining us here today. So a quick outro. I'm going to start with Roger and work our way down. Remind the people who you are and where they can find you.
Oh shoot, I'm right here. Just kidding. Roger Velasco, you can find me in this room right now, or official Roger Velasco on IG and Instagram, Facebook, same thing, official Roger Velasco. That's it, that's my plug.
My plug is my name, Justin Nemo. You can find it on all the social medias.
Louder.
Justin Nemo on social media.
Yes. Yeah, Christopher Cayley. Just go to Instagram with that name, Christopher Cayley. K-H-A-Y-M-A-N. Nobody ever spelled it. There it is. There we go.
My Instagram handle is dj.2.rivers. I really need to change that, just like and I'm on Instagram. That's it.
My one and only one is The Psycho Red on Instagram. That's it. The Psycho Red. There it is. Simple.
Well, I'm Jordan Munn, and I'm Genesee Jordan on Instagram, which is half French. So, good luck. Jenesais Jordan.
And my name is Colin K. Bass. Stick around for the Shattered Past panel coming up next.
Hold on, really quick. I just did a collab with a YouTuber. We literally just put out that video yesterday. His name is Andros Davila. Just go to his YouTube page. It's freaking funny. I actually suited up, and it's pretty cool. And it's got hundreds of thousands of views right now. So go check it out, Andros Davila. And you'll also find the link on my page, official Roger Velasco on IG. Bye, guys.
And also, you can find them all hanging out at the Ranger Legacy area, just across the hall in Hall A. Go over, say hi, get an autograph, take a selfie. It's all great fun.
Yeah,
thank you.
Come see us.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Alright, there you go.
Yay!
Awesome.
Now you get that.
Share it, right, me.